Now joining us is Callie with her parents, Tabitha and Keith, and of course, her beautiful dog, Doodle, joins us. And for anyone watching, Williams syndrome, it is a rare genetic disorder caused by some deletion of genes on chromosome number 7, and you can sit here and say scientifically exactly what that means, but I think as parents, you two probably know better than anyone else out there what that means and some of the unique day-to-day challenges, the good, and then also what makes Callie so unique.
I think what makes her unique is she loves everything and everybody. And she, even though she struggles with day-to-day tasks and struggles with, you know, her schoolwork, her buttoning her snaps or tying her shoes, putting her clothes on, taking a bath, just things that we take for granted in our day-to-day life, she struggles with that, but she never complains about it.
The physiology, though, of Callie is such that, and with Williams syndrome, individuals, is that she has a fragile heart condition, or the apparatus feeding the heart are fragile. And undersized, correct?
Yes, it's over. Her aorta is very large. It's all 3 lines of the aorta is very large. And normally the Williams syndrome kids just have the narrowing and the curvature of the aorta, but hers was her whole aorta. And so in 2014, they did open heart surgery where the aorta had got worse in one spot where the coronary arteries are, and she started having signs of cardiac arrest. So, you know, what we all should do is we just take every day like it's the last, and every second like it's the last. And as humans, we really forget that. But she has taught us to do that. And we still forget. I still forget, and sometimes I, you know, take things that we do and moments with her for granted, and we don't cherish them like we ought to. But she's taught me to strive to do that, to strive to cherish every moment.
Christopher's business partner, Phil, also joining us. And so many questions I want to ask, but of course, for this to even be here, you mentioned partnering with Phil, and I want to ask you really quickly, Phil, what drew you to profiling Callie's story?
The credit goes to my head of development, Emmy Lang, who comes running into my office one day saying, "You have to see this." And she saw a clip of Callie on this YouTube channel called Special Books by Special Kids, and it had millions of views, and we were mesmerized by just how she sees the world. And beyond all that, she's like, "Yeah, by the way, her last name's Truelove." I'm like, "You gotta be kidding me, is this for real?" So we started developing kind of an idea for a television show, but getting to know her and being in her presence, as you've all now felt, it's such an angelic, it's like being in the room with an angel.
It's exactly right, and this is where Callie is our superhero, because she can't help but just to put the love out there, and she trusts everyone, and through that trust, she receives trust and love.
Callie, can you tell us about you spreading love and why that's so important to you?
Well, the reason why it is important is because there's so much bad going on, and there's so much hate and anger and stress that people put on this world. And my job as a human is to make sure that we fight for love and we fight for the good. And that's what I've tried to instill in people, because nobody knows what's going to happen. I mean, you can die in an instant, and I don't want people wasting their lives on hate and anger. And that's why I'm here, is to show people that there's still love in the world, and that you should strive and fight for it every day, because you're not promised tomorrow, and we're not promised tomorrow. So why not spread the true love? So that's what we do, and we're very proud to be a part of something so much bigger than the human mind can even explain.